Hello, hello. Welcome back. It has been a while since we have played against the storm. And I didn't have anything else set up for today. So I figured this would be a good time to come back, do a run at least. How's it going, Vidoy? How was your night? How was your not sleeping going? Hey, Bear. Welcome in. This is your favorite game? This is probably my favorite game, too. It's your day off tomorrow? Did you get your deliveries in today? Vidoy, do you stream your deliveries? How are you doing, Bear? For those of you that don't know Bear, she is also a streamer. She is currently playing Loop Hero. At least last I was aware of. I haven't had a chance to watch yet. I just noticed today. I looked and I saw it and I was like, wait a minute. These are delivery streams. I'm going to have to check one of these out. All right, so we are on our way to a Cobalt seal. We need 60 fragments. Kitten. Kitten, did you get into the nip? All right. Sorry, I might have a psycho cat on my hands. We need to get 30 some odd. I am doing well, thank you. We need to get 36 more. We need to run about 6 more runs. We have 48 years. We might be cutting it close, but we'll see. We know what direction we're going. We have a nice, easy frost modifier. Reduces the radius of hearth by 3 fields, which just means you have to compact your housing situation a little bit. But it also means you can put more hearths down. Cats, one of you is going to get hurt. You gotta be careful. If they decide to settle down, I'll get the camera going, but they're just running around the room right now. Let's see here. We've got 8 reserve points, that's nice. Humans are definitely the safe choice here. We don't start off with much food, but we will be in a marshland. So we get a little bit of bonus to gathering. We'll just bring some extra food. We got 10 points to play with, and we won't be using any fields is the plan. The plan is just going to be to go quick. Burn through as many glades as possible to see what we can do about a victory. So we've only got 8 starter people. Maybe we buy some more. Let's throw the cheap food in. Wood makes the beginning go faster, and it's only 1 point. Stone is our choke point in a lot of games, so maybe we bring a little bit of stone. We have so many points to play with. And people. I could just throw fabric in there, and we have a little bit of all of our starter materials. Who knows if we'll even need fabric? Just grab more food. Yeah, well, let's just go bricks and more food. This is fine. We don't need to up our prestige level yet. We can just keep doing 6. Our goal is to get to the Cobalt seal. We're not trying to max out our prestige on this particular playthrough. I could bring camps. Camps is probably a better expenditure of points. What does Forager get us? Basically nothing. It's good for the grain. Herbalist for mushrooms, which is at least a direct food, but it costs 6. All right, I see why I wasn't going to go with this option. Yeah, we're better off just bringing our own food. It's fine. We'll figure it out later. Don't overthink. Just jump in. Don't overthink. Just jump in. We can pause and make decisions along the way. So we want to try and finish in 8 or less years. That's the main goal. We got all humans. That's amazing. We don't even know what our other groups are yet. Aurora. Villagers with this effect have a +1 boost to their resolve for any service. Unearthly element. The maximum number of sacrifice stacks in the ancient hearth is lowered by 1. Have a house or get a -5 to resolve. We don't usually have homelessness problems. That's more of a waffle issue. The hearth's resistance is decreased. We're usually still okay with that one. Unnatural erosion. Pay 5 oil with each storm multiplied by the number of years. Or 2 random resource nodes are destroyed. Random resource nodes. The goal of the marshlands being to get to the outer dangerous glades. Sorry, forbidden glades. And hope that those don't get destroyed. That would be awful. We did get some mushrooms. Small glade circle over here. We're probably going to avoid this farm. I don't think we're going to get into farming. Unless we have to. We may have to. It happens. Furnace, brick oven, plantation, bakery. Hey, Elemental, how's it going? And my main chat broke again. There it is. Oh, I'm dropping frames. It's me. You should be good now, though. It was temporary. Alright, good. I worry about that. Last week my internet went out for the first time ever. That scared me a little. We have humans. We could set up a plantation as a backup. Which is really nice to do if we run into a scenario where we need food and we're not getting it. But on this map, we shouldn't. We shouldn't need food. We should be fine. We should be able to grab brick oven and go long run and hope for pie. Or bakery and get pie and biscuits. It's early to be making any kind of judgment call. So let's go bakery for options. Apothecary, supplier, trapper's camp, market. Because we're playing marshlands, I'm going to take the trapper's camp. When we do get to one of the forbidden glades, we want to make sure we have the upgraded camps. Furnace, supplier, tinkerer, alchemist's hut. We're unlikely to get tools. Let's go supplier, then we have flour covered if we need it. And hope we don't need it. All right, we grabbed a bunch of things that don't really matter. So let's get basic buildings down. Two woodcutters. Lost your streak? Oh no. You must have missed the mimic stream. We didn't get any stone. That's what I was afraid of. The mimic stream was an interesting one. Let's go ahead and do houses next. Yep, that was on Friday. Houses and a park. Did you have a busy Friday night? Also, how are you doing? What's been going on? What are you up to? What do you got going on the primary monitor tonight? Thanks for buzzing, phone. I'm just gonna move you. Friday is a stream day. Oh. Well, thanks for the lurk, Bear. I appreciate it. I hope your work goes well. I'll keep talking like you're here. All right, let's grab food production. And then a couple of basic buildings. Setting up the stream avatars, yep. That's some difficult work. Well, I appreciate being the sound in the background. All right, let's get our crude workstation down. Is that the only major building we're worried about at the beginning? Everything else we're just kind of waiting. Which means we're not making anything. I'll get the supplier down eventually. You're the wrong size. Awful. And a blight post so I don't forget. And then we'll build some roads. road here. Forgot we only needed to cross at the top. I have the 2 monitors because of work. Alright, 1.5 times, let them get some work done. Put the roads at -1. What were you expecting? It varies, depending on what you were looking for. Get our woodcutters going. In the marshlands, the trees don't really look like trees. They're mush wood. Forgot to get when you built for PC. Oh man. Stormwalker training, real Stormwalker. Trade routes are faster. Probably doesn't matter. Cannibalism, gain 30 meat every time somebody dies. Could matter. Bed and breakfast. Gain 10 amber every time a trader arrives. Essentially 10 amber a year. Also a reminder that I need to build a trading post. Bread peels, the bakery is faster. A little early to be worrying about that. Let's take the bed and breakfast. Whenever the traders show up, they'll give us a little bit of money. The game is definitely a city builder at heart. We're gonna wait and look at our orders next year. Odds are there aren't a lot of things we can finish right now. Our settlement is extremely basic. And I only have humans. When this game first came out, I had played the demo of it, and the demo was basically the tutorial for the game. Because there are so many little pieces of the game running at a time. Here's what you need to do to cut down the trees, and then you need to build the houses, and then you need to keep the people happy, and then you need victory points, and then you need to not have impatience points. And it just kind of walked you through step by step. And by the time I was done with the demo, I was just absolutely enthralled. And this sort of became my main game at the time for streaming, and eventually became my backup game for whenever I didn't have anything particular planned. Like today. I didn't have anything particular planned today. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back to... Look at all these people just standing around. I didn't know if I wanted to go back and do another Mimic Logic. I felt like the first stream of it was perfect. And it didn't need a second stream. There were a couple more levels we could have played, but it feels very strongly like a single player game. Pick something the day of. Yeah, I still do that sometimes. Alright, get somebody gathering food for now. I'm gonna need you guys to prioritize the trade post. That needs to get done. This also came out right at the time that I started streaming, which I think helped. For as popular as this game seems to be, there's not very many people that stream it. It doesn't really have a huge following either, though. Alright, we'll be fine through the storm on year 1. And then I guess we can just start going into glades. Extend all these roads out. It got delayed a month. Oh no. Yeah, it was so weird starting to stream, not knowing anybody, and just being like, well, I'm gonna go do this thing with literally 0 followers because I didn't have friends or family that watched any kind of video games. We've got foxes and we've got beavers. Alright, we're gonna be in a tough spot. For getting reputation. Roped friends in. I took people in and didn't get them a house. Just put that right there, that's fine. It is tough. The crazy thing for me was that I had the viewers, I couldn't get followers. A lot of people wanted to watch this game, so it was easy at the time. As far as that was concerned. But getting somebody to actually follow you, you need to give them a reason, and I don't tend to give people a reason. I'm here, I enjoy the things that I do, and outside of this, I'm not very social. I don't want a human in there. Sorry, Fox. The human is causing impatience to go up more slowly. And we're going to rely on impatience to keep our hostility down. Exploration expedition. Increased resolve for discovering glades. Calming waters. Hostility is reduced every time you use water and rain engines. Cooking steam. Food production is increased. Copper extractor. Gain copper for every wood produced. I think I'm going to reroll. I think we need something to help us create a victory condition, and none of these are going to do it. Unless we decide to do a heavy exploration year. I'm gonna reroll. It's early, but... Rebellious Spirit, that might be what we're looking for. +1 global resolve for every 2 impatience points. Nodes have more charges. Double loot from abandoned caches. Or caches. Hostility is reduced by 40 for every upgraded hearth. Let's do Rebellious Spirit and we'll try and make everyone angry. We'll see if we can piss the queen off and make our people happy because of it. We don't need to attack immediately. Alright, let's check out our first 3 orders. Exploration Expedition. Open 5 glades. Gather some packs. Open 3 glades and salvage a ruin in 9 minutes. We get a tool shop and reed delivery, which sets us for fabric. We can't guarantee we're gonna get a salvaged ruin. That's the scary part. We might be heading into a bunch of glades immediately. You know what? Do anyway? I'm gonna do it anyway. Hurried Expedition. Complete any dangerous or forbidden glade event. We can definitely make that happen. Get a free apothecary. That would be nice. Access to incense would be good. Alright, one more. Happy humans? Or a trapper's camp and 30 meat to get +1 meat. That's doable. We turn off meat eating, and we let the trappers... Oh, there's no meat there. We need to find 3 more meat. Do you sell meat? No. That would have been too easy. Alright, we're gonna open 2 glades and hope this doesn't backfire horribly. Nice simultaneous open. Okay, we found a meat source. We found a trapper's camp that we can very easily rebuild. Escaped convicts isn't great. Unless we can get some more rocks. You sell rocks. All right, we can get rocks. Small destroyed caravan. We can't send it to the Citadel, so we're going to take the Fear of the Wilds. -6 global resolve until this is done. Not a big deal. I'm gonna pull those 3. We're gonna buy 13 rocks. Maybe a few extra, just to even it out. Okay. We're going to arrest the escaped convicts and take their money. I do need to stretch. All right. Oh, and that was my sternum cracking. That's great. Right into the microphone. Alright, those 2 are covered. Now we need to open 1 more. It would be very reckless to open another dangerous glade. So we'll open that one. Stormwater, we found a bunch of rocks. That's good. Set that up. I don't have enough people yet, but I'm very tempted to get another hearth going. Rapper's camp. I kind of want him to just go grab this meat so that we get 3 more. And we can turn the 1 job in. But I'm probably overthinking it. We'll just leave them there for now. Anything else we want to buy? No, not really. Let everyone do their thing. Oh, we need this. There we go. Everybody's busy. Small encampment. I could trade food for money. I'm gonna pull you 2 for a moment. We got plenty of eggs. We are in desperate need of wood. Hey, Doodle Kitten. Are you hyped up or are you coming to hang out? I'm not even watching the game. I'm messing with my microphone. There we go. Sorry if that was loud. Trying to put my earbuds up so the cat doesn't attack them. I should really just get a new cord for my headphones. All right. There we go. We have endless reads. And we got some tools. And we got a point for a new building. Small farm, herb garden, forester's hut, provisioner. Okay. All right, game. We need to have a talk here. You You gave me 3 versions of farming buildings on a map where I did not intend to farm. And a provisioner, which I would mostly be using for the flour. Except I already have a 2-star flour building. We could just go crystallize dew and completely reroute our wind plan. Because we have a tool shop. You'll farm and you'll like it. Okay. We're gonna farm and we're gonna like it. On a map you are not meant to farm, we're gonna end up putting down 2 farm buildings. I don't see that we have a choice. Alright, well, if we're doing that, we're going to put a tool shop down. It's going to be our most vital building. You stop making planks. Quit that. This is the new plank building. I'm just gonna get rid of this. This was a net gain of 3 parts. I didn't even notice that. So you build it for cheaper and then you can destroy it for full price. Yes, please. Okay, everything else is going. Alright, game. Kitten, what are you doing? So we'll put a... If we're gonna open all this up, we're gonna put a small hearth in here. We are right on top of a forbidden glade. That's good. Maybe. Perhaps. Possibly. We'll have an event done momentarily. Alright. Free apothecary. More parts. A bigger grill. I don't know if that'll matter. But we have it. Greenhouse plantation. Carpenter workshop. Greenhouse. Guess what? Goes on soil. Plantation, of course. Carpenter, no help. Workshop, yay? I mean, I guess you should still be doing the planks. We'll put down a workshop. Eventually. Well, I guess you're done here. Need 3 more meat. I have nobody collecting food right now. The plan is probably to do this Forbidden Glade next turn and hope it doesn't, again, just go horribly awry. only short planks. I should theoretically be able to destroy this. I need somebody making fire. That'll be an issue next year. Three more minutes for population. We could be favoring foxes for essentially no points, but a very tiny amount of points. And eventually we'll get this apothecary down. Then we'll have access to incense, which comes up quite a bit in the glades. Double forester's hut. The small warehouse here in the middle. Get rid of those and we'll have our hearth up. These are both done. They're just carrying stuff back now. Need planks going. We are good for the storm. Yep, we have nothing to worry about. Yeah, we just need more workers. Oh, am I wrong? Humans are just a little bit unhappy. And I don't have houses for the new ones. Let's not forget to put houses down. Anything I can do about this, aside from pulling woodcutters? Not really. Bringing them in is going to put us up to 3. I'm going to need to hold. Alright, go build. Put one person in the warehouse to make everything just go a little bit faster. A couple of people could be collecting food right now. Can I pull in 4 people? No, we're gonna run out of wood. We actually need to be less happy. That's the real problem we're having right now. The queen is not nearly impatient enough. All right, we're close enough to the end of the year here. I don't think I jumped the gun too much there. Pull one of these woodcutters. Then we can favor. We're fine. Everything's fine. Year 3 Forbidden Glade. Let's see who our trader is.
Hello.
Zorg. Zorg's got good options.
Oh, hello.
Spices, herbs, and root production increased. Fungal guide, extra mushrooms whenever you produce a bunch of mushrooms. Zorg's secret ingredient, free skewers when you make pickled goods. Industrialized agriculture, plus 50% to the amount of goods produced by the forester's hut. Sure. Sure. We'll see how the forester's huts do. Alright, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna take a fairly major chance of something going wrong. We're probably good on food production. We need builders, but we don't have any wood. Here we go. We've got a giant proto-fungus that we don't have access to. Noxious machinery, a damaged and abandoned rain punk contraption. The area was probably deserted because of a significant explosion risk. The machine's valves emit a distinct blight rot odor. If we don't finish it in 13 minutes, it's gonna blow up this whole area. Tinkerer? Tinkerer, no help? We have a ton of reeds. And we can get the fire. Tear down. Lose 4 units of a random type of rainwater every 12 seconds, and then it creates blight rot. Let's just finish it up and get the Queen's Grace. We need victory points. And the money couldn't hurt. I should have forced you to just use wood. That was a mistake. A mistake that it's too late to fix now. So go ahead and burn the coal. need actual wood production, so keep them next to roads. I can't just buy wood. Nothing in particular we want to buy here. Even though I want to attack them, I'm not going to. We have a bunch of money. I'm tempted to buy tools to open one of these. I would like to be able to use this proto-fungus. But we need upgrades first. Our herbalist camp is too small. Where are our other ones? There is one pretty far to the south. And one pretty far to the east. This was our close one. I mean, we could just cut a line through here. I should have opened these before I went into that glade. It's fine. Well, we're never gonna get luxury goods. Deliver oil and flour? Possible. Use any rainwater. We're gonna use rainwater. We're gonna start using it for tools soon-ish. I'm gonna go ahead and open these as well. Trade's worth 60? Okay. Deliver 3 ancient tablets and open 4 glades. I don't think I can pull that off. I don't know where I'm gonna get these ancient tablets from. And I already have a quest that needs them. Religion and Kiln both require specific buildings. I'm more likely to take Kiln than a religion building and get the item we need to get the service. We will want that eventually. I have nobody working.
Hello.
Hello. You charge 34 for 15. We can't make that back.
Papa.
3 meat is a turn in though. What is the plan? That's probably too much. I should keep... No, keeping 10 is good. This is a fine trade. I can get 1 wine there. Alright, we can turn this in. That'll get us a couple more people. Still not beavers, somehow. And we are just short of our next building option. Okay. eventually give me a small warehouse there. We're gonna cut trees down this way to get to that. And I'm sure it'll be fine. You know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rush the next trader. And I may rush another one after that. I'm turning that off temporarily. I don't want them to use it until this is done. Are you guys really carrying one at a time? Hey, Graham. What's the matter? All right. Trapper's camp is empty. That's fine. Food isn't really our major concern at the moment. I need buildings and I need wood. I need wood badly enough that we're gonna put down another woodcutter. So, I'm sure everybody's asking themselves, why did you just call a trader in? Oh, you're selling the kiln. We need that for a job. That's not why I called the trader in. So calling the trader early increases impatience, which has the benefit of lowering hostility, but for us, it also has the benefit of increasing our population happiness because we have rebellious spirit. So I'm actually going to call another one, but first I'm going to get this kiln because we need it for a job. All right, tons of woodcutters. Why aren't you doing anything? You could be carrying the coats. He's not doing anything because I didn't switch it to reeds. That was entirely my fault. And hopefully didn't cost us. Yep, I know we're low on fuel. Here, burn whatever you've got. They should still get it done in time. I don't think it cost us that much. It'd be nice if they were able to carry more. Hey, they got one of those done. We're burning through wood way faster than they can collect it. I'm gonna have to have you stop making planks soon. Monastery, forum, plantation, artisan. Am I just wrong? I'm taking monastery. am gonna have to pull you so you stop burning all the wood. Yep, I'm calling that trader immediately. How are they doing? Plenty of time? Plenty of time. They're also bringing money with them every time. I could buy fuel. We could attack him. I don't think we have enough population for me to justify the attack. We could lose too many people. But then again, maybe I'm worrying too much. One of you in the blight post is enough. You guys are cutting it so very close. You're short bricks. That's not what I was expecting. We have to pull a bunch of woodcutters. Last one. Okay.
Prima.
Biscuit 3-star at the kiln. Interesting. No, there's nothing here we need to buy. Alright, we're good. We have a little bit of wood. That's good. We need to make sure this doesn't activate. We don't have the oil. Good there. I mean, I could have just stopped favoring the foxes, but then they go down. You know, some fox houses would go a long way. You've got this, right? I believe she's got that. 1 brick. Okay, I need you guys to do a delivery, please. They're still good. Excellent. We can continue getting non-beaver personnel. Then we don't have to worry about beavers being unhappy. That is nice. I didn't leave room for a park. That's okay. We'll do benches. I am aware that it's ugly. Alright, 4 of them will not be able to finish this field, I don't believe. Low fuel. Yep. Deliver those and then take a break. And then we've got some movement and stuff to work on. Guys, almost done? Indeed. Can I automate this? Did I save enough? Yeah, we got plenty. Okay, automated. You guys are done. Good. Artisan, smokehouse, rain collector, rain mill. We don't need any of these. This is going to be a reroll. I really want an herbalist camp. Herbalist camp. All right, now we have a couple of regrets. I can't get another small hearth over here. But we'll have plenty of mushrooms. Alright, you two are forever working on that. That building is a priority. If you ever get the bricks, that shouldn't be a problem. You're gonna have bricks. You guys are finishing up the benches. That'll give us that small boost. Oh, once people live there. Well, nobody lives there. Okay, I have to kick you guys out of your homes so that you'll go live up there. There we go, that's better. All right. Deserted caravans. Production is faster, but traders will arrive slower. It's not a big deal. Secure perimeter. Completing a Forbidden Glade event reduces hostility gained from dangerous and Forbidden Glade events by 6, and from small glades by 3. This bonus is added retroactively. We intend to do that. I'm going to be torn between these two for a moment. How worried are we about traders versus happiness? Because lowering hostility gives us wiggle room. $20 harmony decorations. Is a huge waste of resources, but I'm probably going to do it anyway. I forgot about this kiln. By 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 24. We're gonna do 2 of them. That's 48. That's a 48 reduction in hostility. A little more than that. It's a little over 50. Or everything is just faster. Well, how are we winning? Because if we have 13 points to go, under the assumption that we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4... we could start doing caches. Haven't had much luck on getting those yet. Start opening more glades, which just makes secure perimeter stronger. Yeah, at some point we're gonna have to start opening glades. We don't have enough wood for me to have them all going. Okay, what if I just tell everybody to only use coal now? How bad is that going to be for our fuel consumption? And one of these is not enough on its own for food collection. So I'm going to need a second one, or these guys are going to have to go a little bit faster. Ran out of wood to cut. Here, just start cutting in this general area. There's one here too. Cut these. I don't think I can get harmony buildings down. I don't think that ever happens, but I'm gonna be an optimist. I could put pipes here. I shouldn't need to put pipes there. Tool shop is where I should need to put pipes. Okay, fire went out. One of you is doing a delivery, that'll fix that. We'll get into this glade next year. Not quite. Anyone else working on a thing we don't really need? Probably still need stone. Oh, maybe not. You've got quite a bit. What if I pull you and have you start making planks? And what do I need for fox houses? Unfortunately, also planks. Food is trending upward. Interesting. Wood is positive. Alright, I'm wrong. You're not producing it fast enough. I definitely need the pipes here. Can I make 2 more pipes? I know I can. It'll be worth it. Then I should be able to turn planks off here and turn it on here. What are you selling? A smokehouse? No. Tea infuser? No. A sleepy kitty? Hold on, I got a sleepy kitty. Let me just turn this on real quick for you guys. There we go. You can't really see her, she's down here, but she exists. Aw, belly scratches. Oh, I could just buy one of these. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we needed. I could also just buy 2 of these. And then we don't have to make any. Valiss, you're my new favorite. It's exactly what we wanted. Here, you know what? We got money to spare. Give me all the things. That leaves me with 20. That's fine. Alright, now that can be piped. And you don't need to make pipes anymore. I'm gonna have you turn those in, and then I'm... Of course you went for a rest. As I'm staring at the building. Turn it in. There you go. Okay, you are no longer doing planks. This one will do planks also. You guys are working on that. Coal shouldn't be a problem. So heat sources are good. We'll get in here next year. And then we should just be able to go glade crazy, I think. Three extra people I'm not ready for? Well, this one can never go away, so I'm just going to turn it off. Food is flat. You guys are actually bringing in enough food for us. We should be good. We should be able to run through most glades pretty easily. It happened. I erred. Hey, Riptide. I'm doing just fine. How are you doing? All of my windows closed. What were you doing, Riptide? Were you streaming tonight? I didn't even notice that my streaming channels went down. What are you doing? You're doing fine. I could actually pull you if we really wanted to. No stream tonight? Ooh, new D&D campaign. I always liked the start of a new campaign. And then the fear that eventually people are going to stop showing up and we won't be able to complete it. Alright. This one shouldn't be an issue anymore. I don't think coal ever drops below 100. So if you are prepping, are you DMing the game? Rainwater is being used, no access to tablets yet. Completely forgot that we were going to put another hearth here. Have that take priority. I put you down for essence, but we probably don't need essence anymore. Ah, yes. Making a character can take a while sometimes. Let's do the Blight Rot Burn. I think we can handle that one. Just up this to 20. Meat specialization, extra meat. Metallurgic proficiency will make our... Ooh. Increases the production speed of copper bars, crystallized dew, and all recipes that use metal ingots. It takes a minute to plant the crystallized dew. For science, does this count? No. No, it doesn't count. That's unfortunate. Alright, get 2 people in here. Just make tools till you run out. Means we're gonna need a lot more wood again. Which realistically means I need more population. We're gonna get beavers who are going to hate us. Do anyway. Do we need them? Yeah, we probably need them. I need to put down a beaver house, though, if we're gonna have beavers running around. Because they really are going to hate us. Well, that'll help. Okay. What else can we do? Nothing. Wait for this. Our wood supply doesn't really matter as long as we have all. Is this gonna put us up to 5? Yeah. At least until we complete the event. Ancient proto-wheat, the other one that we can't do yet. Salvage. The corrupting power of the rain is seeping through the rain punk machinery. Every 90 seconds a blood flower appears near the foundry. Gain oil for flour. Gain crystallized dew when you take berries. That's no help. We don't have any containers. So we're gonna have to salvage it. Every 90 seconds. One of them should get there quickly, so we should only have to deal with 2 blood flowers. Which is doable. I can't speed it up. We never found any sea marrow. I need rocks. I need everything. Burn blight rot. Have fire. Working on the harmony. We're using water. Tablets. I'm not getting my hopes up. Alright, I think 2 of you can handle that now. Hey, look, sea marrow. We should get one more we have to deal with. And that spot's kind of dead. At least until we're ready to start doing all of the caches. There's no way one of you keeps up, right? We're gonna find out. You're waiting on planks. Beaver House also waiting on planks. And that gets done soon. I have a bunch of stuff to carry back. Free up some more people for wood cutting. You monster. You absolute heinous beast. So we didn't pay the unnatural erosion ransom. So it destroyed 2 random resource nodes. And it picked the one resource node on the entire map that I needed to keep so that we had a food source. Now we need to get over here as quickly as possible. That is a monster hit to our game. All right, we've got work to do. I mean, we're talking less than a 1% chance that that happens. Okay. Well, the really bad news is that these blood flowers are still active, which means they're eating our food. I can call in the trader. Massive increase in hostility. Buy some food. This is gonna be a rush job. Alright, I just need to pretty much buy everything you have. Or as much as I can afford anyway. Here's some things that I have extras of. That gets us a little extra money for buying power. I'd rather have the basic foods. Can't believe this happened. Alright, that's the trade, I guess. Alright, let's get one of these opened. Hidden Trader's Cemetery. Hey, ancient tablets. Get 60 hostility every 60 seconds. Only active while being worked on. I can't get it done before the storm. It's gonna be a resource loss. Hey, Crow.
Ah, you're back.
Thanks for the resubscribe. Welcome back. How are you doing? What do you got going on today? What are you doing on the primary monitor? This is a cat in my lap, in case you can't see. I'm not doing weird stuff with my hands, I promise. Thanks, I'm glad you noticed. She's very cute. Ooh, the void. That's a good one. We could do this. Are we good if we start it now? Three minutes. It'll take them 2 minutes to get there. We'll be running it through the entire storm. You know what? I think we start it after the storm. Yeah, we'll start it after the storm. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ooh, rock climbing. Oh, you haven't tuned into anyone playing this yet? Oh, man. There's a lot here. There's a lot to unpack, and... I'm just gonna tear this down. This doesn't need to be here anymore, unfortunately. Oh my god, it's a Zester raid. Hey Zester, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. I'm doing just fine. What were you playing, Zester? All of my tabs are gone, so I couldn't see what anyone's been doing lately. What were you up to tonight? How's your Monday? Oh, doing Helldivers. That game looks like a lot of fun. I should get it. I probably will at some point. I've been holding off on getting new games. Alright, are you guys done yet? You are. Okay. You go be free to do other work. Actually, I'm gonna put you in there. Oh. You're cutting trees. Keep cutting trees. Zester, what level are you now? You've been playing that quite a bit. You gotta be getting up there. 45. Oh, damn. It goes up to 150. Okay. Storm's coming, we gotta get hostility down to 3, so that's fine. Everybody's really happy. Oh, you guys have coats. Where did you get coats? Okay. So our current major issue is food. We had food completely covered up until just a few minutes ago when all of our food that was here disappeared. It's just gone. Gaming is a cruel mistress, and it took our food away. You did not just pop that on me. That activated on me so mad. Alright, have a good night. Thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. I also always appreciate the lurk. I'll try and keep the vibes nice and chill so that you can rest to the dulcet sounds of my voice. Alright, I've got people available to do work. We have a ton of bricks. A literal ton of bricks. We don't need any more stone for bricks. We need wood. I need to turn this back on for fabric, and then we'll have all the fabric that we need. For reasons, I took out my last kiln worker, so no one was making fuel. That would have been bad. None of these buildings matter to me that I'm aware of, so we'll just take grill. I don't know, just cuz. Okay. So the plan is we get into this glade, we beat whatever dangerous thing is here, and we know through process of elimination that there's going to be a huge beached whale that we're just going to be able to feed on for the rest of this map. You're all busy, and you're all going to be busy for a while. You are cutting trees forever. I need somebody doing fire. Can we start this? No, we gotta wait till that gets down to a minute. Or I pull another woodcutter. Pull one more woodcutter. 2 more woodcutters? Is it 60? It's 60. Okay. Investigate, that is now started. Alright. How do we win? How many tools do we have? 86. We have a ton. How many free people do I have? Several. Okay. Short rundown. The way that we win is we get reputation points. We need to get 18 of them. We're about 7.5. So we need to pull in 11 more reputation. The way we get that is completing orders, sometimes completing Glade events, making our people really happy, or sending resources from these random caches back to the Citadel. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that I need 11 points. I can easily open all of these caches. That's 1.5, 2.5, 3.25, 4.25, 5.25. So let's just say that leaves us at 5. That'll leave us at 4, 3, 2, 1. Whatever we get from this. Okay. So we're en route to win. As long as we don't screw anything up. Just don't screw anything up. Just don't screw anything up. No, I'm clean. Nope, I'm clean. Nope. I forgot to tell them to investigate. I'm clean. You don't have to clean me. I'm clean. Thanks, kitten. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. More population? Does that backfire horribly? Hey, Rainix. How you doing, Rainix? What are you up to? What are you doing today? What do you got going on the primary monitor? Nothing's gonna go wrong. Why would you think anything would go wrong? It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. We're doing just great. There are a lot of buildings here for me to tear down. Okay. Here's the plan. So we've got this dead Leviathan, which is just an endless food supply for us. So we need to build a little base around it. Which means we need to cut down a few trees. We need to put down a warehouse. This building matters a lot. Thanks for the lurk, Rainix. I appreciate you. Alright, they're bringing fire. Are you making fire? Yes, you are actively making fire, so we're fine. This will get done with plenty of time left. Calming the forest. Choose an empathy choice, lower hostility. Guess what? We haven't done a single empathy choice. Over exploitation. Resource nodes have more charges. That doesn't matter for us. Alarm bells. That doesn't matter for us. Stormwalker tax. Lose all of your amber when you take this. No, we don't want to do that. This is a reroll. None of these help us with our current issues. Lower hostility for destroying blight. A free building choice. Exploration expedition. I poo-pooed this earlier. It makes woodcutting slower until you've opened 2 glades, which we'll do very quickly. Global Resolve is boosted by +5 for 180 seconds every time a new glade is discovered. So when we get down to what should be our last year, we just mass discover glades. And all of our people get extremely happy because of it. The issue being, we need to immediately open 2 glades because we can't handle slower woodcutting right now. I just did that and I don't have houses for everyone. What are I need you guys to work harder. Need some pipes. Okay. That's where the hearth is gonna go. And food producer. I need to get these 2 buildings done. If we can get those 2 buildings done, food won't be a problem anymore. There were no caches in here. Not a single cache. I can do 2 more of these large ones. Do we have another medium? Nope, all the mediums are taken. Okay, we need a few more tools. How you doing on... Oh. Oh, you're gonna have no problem getting tools. All right, never mind. Tools aren't the issue. No, you need this house though. That's got to be priority 1. Our people have to have somewhere to live. These guys are almost done. And then this is a dead zone. Minute and a half left there. That won't directly give us a point. I'm canceling this person and making them start over. because we're going to get a perk on this that's going to give us global resolve for every 2 caches we open. So I want them to finish after we get the perk. Okay. You don't need to be up there anymore. Cut trees over here? There's not a lot left to cut there. Cut trees over here? I'm just running out of trees to cut down. We're deforesting this whole area. It's not usually this big of a problem. Alright, one more fabric. Get this building complete. Eventually we get this done. Done. Okay. This is done. That's going to get us 3 more people. Is that a problem? That's going to be a problem. We're just going to... I forgot about these 2. I forgot that we just have these in queue to be turned in. The things we already did to get victory points that I forgot about. So hopefully we can get this done pretty quickly. None of these are super helpful. We're not too worried about buildings anymore. Small glades are giving us 3 hostility each. All right, we're gonna science. I'm gonna open 2 glades real quick and see if exploration expedition stacks. Is it gonna give us plus 10? Oh, I've got 60 tools. Oh my goodness. Get the rest of these started. Okay. It does indeed stack. Good to know. Pretty much everything in this game stacks. Drizzle totem. The duration of the drizzle season is longer. That's pretty darn good. You don't sell any food. Another metallurgic proficiency? Probably unnecessary. I'm gonna buy this. Won't help us this year, but next year drizzle season will be longer. Okay, everyone's super happy. So we're getting some reputation per minute. Is there some way I finish this year? I don't think so. None of these buildings matter. Oh look, none of those buildings matter either. That'll be done soon. Let's get 2 people getting food. I would need some sort of miracle to win this year. Ancient tablets are done. Half a point, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Four? No, 3.5. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we can win this year? All right, hold on. I'm just gonna open up a couple more glades. So, reputation is going up by about 0.5 per minute because these people are happy. If I can keep them happy, we can get a point or two out of that. Turn all of these things in. Finish getting all of these goods sent to the Citadel. And we should have enough to win? I better math one more time. 1, 2. It's already turned in. 3. 3.5. 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Yeah, okay. No, we've got this. We've got a year 6 victory here. I just need to wait until right about the end of the year. And we should be fine. These are the last 4 points that we're sitting on, so I need to somehow get this up just a little bit further, right where this blue dot is. Need to pull off 2 more. Do I have 2 more that aren't done? I mean, we're getting half a point per minute. We'll get another half a point from that. This one's not done. Oh, and that one's not done. Oh, we're fine. Oh, we've got this, no problem. So our expectation was year 8 victory. We're on year 6. So we kind of crushed it. Oh, they just turned unhappy. It's fine. Okay. We turn these in for grace, and we win. Settlement complete. The village's position has been secured. What's this? Human settlement. Win a game with at least 25 humans. Hadn't done that on the new one yet. Got the win. We got impatience down to almost 0. We bought ourselves a couple extra years, which is very good. We'll worry about the supplies in a minute. Okay. We're heading over here. We're heading to the Cobalt Seal. Flooded mines. Hostility doesn't grow with each passing year, but you get 2 more hostility points per villager. That's not actually great. we've got enough time for 5 more. We're going to get there just in time. Okay, we just need to keep our course going. And hope that this thing isn't bad. These aren't horrible. All right. Well, we got our victory in, and we actually did it pretty quickly. The bad news is I don't really have a lot of time to run another one. All right, let's take a look at our upgrade tree. We don't have a lot of food stockpiles. That's what's holding us back. Thank you, Crow. And now I've forgotten what we were going for. Worker capacity? Worker capacity is almost certainly what we were going for. Every worker in your settlement gets a permanent +1 to their carrying capacity. And then the next one is a permanent +5 to storage capacity of all buildings. We would like those. And that's all we can buy. We're out of food again. Yep, we're just making our way out to the Cobalt Seal. We should be good on fragments. Which means for our bonus resupply, we should take the supply package so we get more embarkation points later. Because once we get here, we have to do Prestige 10. And we're getting to the outer rings, so we don't get as many points to spend. For this one, we're going to get 9. And then we have 12 in reserve, hopefully, to spend when we get down here. Unless we run into a level where we absolutely need to spend more. All right. Yep, good news is we got a victory, and we did it pretty quickly. Bad news is I don't really have time to run another one. So I think we're going to go ahead and raid out. Where do we want to go tonight? I think I'm going to send you guys over to Lady Eunice. She is playing some Minecraft. Oh. Hold on, my raid button is broken. Well, thanks, Crow. I appreciate you being here. There we go. I appreciate everyone being here. Whether you managed to stay the whole time, or you just lurked, or you just popped in and said hi before you went to bed. Or if you're just here to see the kitty and don't really care what I'm doing. But I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll be back tomorrow. No, I'm clean. I'm just giving you pets. I'm just giving you pets. I'm clean. I don't know what I'm going to play tomorrow. We might play this again. I do that sometimes. I stop playing it for a while and then I just go on a real long stint. But I'm going to head out. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Depending on where you're from. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.